So what's going on? Alfie Mawson has signed for Fulham today, and he has joined from Swansea City. I don't usually really, I don't really care about many transfers. What I mean is I don't have a perspective on most transfers, but I'm glad this one has gone through because Fulham are a very good club and they're spending a lot of money, and they look like they will be an established club in years to come at that level. And Alfie Mawson has been exceptional for Swansea in the 2 seasons he has been in the Premier League. So the first season in 16-17, he joined from Barnsley. He scored 4 times in 27 games and was a key figure. And then the next season he played every game as the club unfortunately got relegated. Alfie Mawson is a very, very, very good player at 24. He still has a lot of growth, and he's been an England under-21 international. He has been called up a few times and hasn't yet made an appearance. He was named in the squad in March and he didn't get involved, but he is on the fringes of that England squad, and for him personally, he wants to be involved with England. He's British, he's English, and he wants to be involved with England, which most people want to be involved with, whichever nation they choose, depending if they have 1 or 2 or 3, but whichever. But it's a very similar situation to Ben Gibson, who was at Middlesbrough, and he sort of, looked at it and they sort of decided to stay. There wasn't too many offers, and he'd stayed at Middlesbrough. Where is he now? Nowhere near the bloody England team, because of that situation. He's playing in the Championship, and that could have happened to Alfie Mawson. But moving to Fulham, that minimises the chance of not being involved with England. On to Fulham, it's been a huge week. They have been a very, very busy bee indeed. They've already sorted out Mitrovic, on the 30th of July, and then last week they brought in Andre Schürrle and Fabry, the goalkeeper. So it's been very, very busy, and once again they have signed Alfie Mawson, and he could help them a lot. So he joins Marchand as another defender that has joined the club this season, but he is a very, very good defender, and he could offer a lot. They have some really decent defenders. Obviously last season they had Callas, but they had Adoy, who could play at the back, Tim Ream, and Christie. So they had a few options, but they needed to strengthen it, and that is exactly what they have done with Alfie Mawson. So he started off at Brentford and had loads of loans out, including Maidenhead, Luton, Welling and Wycombe Wanderers. So he's played non-league football, which is very interesting, in the Conference South and the Conference Premier. I'm really interested. I might have actually seen him play, but who knows. And then he had a very successful loan at Wycombe. It was at Wycombe on loan where he got attention from other clubs and signed for Barnsley. He had a very successful loan again, first season there, and then he joined Swansea City. So I think this is a really, really, really good deal. He is comfortable on the ball, and that's how Jukanovic likes to play. And he's got that Premier League experience. I mean, if we look at all the signings they've made, Schürrle's got that experience. Mitrovic sort of has. If we're being frank, he hasn't played too many games at that sort of level. Not for a long time. Last season he played just 6 times in the Premier League. And obviously Michel Seri, Fabry, Marchand all haven't played Premier League football, and Schürrle hasn't played in there, for nearly 5 years, half a decade. So he obviously gets in some Premier League experience, which is super important. And he's another option, and decent move. Obviously, he started out at Brentford. He lives in born in Hillingdon, which is in London. So he's gone back to that sort of area. He grew up in Reading and that sort of area, and he had obviously Brentford, and he had loans in that area with Luton, and so he's gone back to that sort of area after moving away with Barnsley, and obviously Swansea. But I think this is a really good signing. 20 odd million is a fair bit for him, but at the end of the day, I don't think I've said this before, and does money matter? At the end of the day, the way I look at it is Everton paid £45 million for Gylfi Sigurdsson, right? And then they ended up having a terrible season with him. But does anybody say, oh, they paid £45 million for him? No, nobody talks about it. So it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. People talk about the Neymar transfer. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Of course it is. But nobody's talking about it in a year's time. So it doesn't really matter. But I think he'll be a really, really good addition to their squad. Tell me your thoughts down below and subscribe, as it says down there. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I've started to slow down in my growth, which is obviously expected. You can't grow all the time, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching anyway. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.